Okay, let's talk about New York Fashion Week. You played at Inferno when the night Famous dropped. What was going on through your head before the performance?
Oof, that night was very chaotic. I went on an hour later than I was supposed to. There was a problem with like the organization of the event where people were going. There was like two rooms going on, and it was just everyone was like going into the other room and then not knowing that I was about to perform, so we were waiting for the right time and da da da. And then at one point I was just like, fuck it, let's go. And I came on, and then the first couple seconds the mic wasn't working. And I was like, hello. And then it started working. And but with those types of events, like those parties and stuff, you never know what's going to happen. Like I walk around when I'm singing, I go into the audience. I have this part in Oopsie Daisy at the end where I'm like, oh no, and I go around and tell everyone, oh no. And sometimes you get a reaction and sometimes you don't, but you just make fun of it and keep going. But I did a lot of fun covers, which was great, and I did Famous. That was really well received. And my friends who were there, they got there as I was performing it and they heard Famous. They're like, why is the DJ playing Famous? And they walk in and I'm performing it. And that was really funny. They showed me the video. So yeah, it was a really fun, wild night. And that was just the beginning. Then we stayed up very late.
It's a real moment this week at Fashion Week. The kind that felt too wild to be real.
Mm. Um, there was a lot of wild moments. I was like this close to Demi Lovato. I met Slater. I became really good friends with Paper Magazine. I went to Studio 54. I went to it's like so many events. I DJ'd at the Ladygunn party. That was one of the best nights. The energy in that room and my DJ set was so good. Everyone was dancing like so hard. Everyone was having the best time. And when every single person in that room was dancing, like that's the energy, you know? Um, I would say that night, the Ladygunn party was the most iconic night.
Any wild memories that were distinctive you can share about that night?
Yeah, that night I was playing Iconic. I no, I sang Iconic at the Lady Gun party during my set, and at least like 10 people started singing along with it, which was so cool to like play in a place where I was just, DJing and then sang my song, and everyone got so excited and everyone was like filming, and it was like a really cool moment. That was very surreal. To see people really connect with your music on that level, that was really fun.
You were at Studio 54 for the reopening for just one night with Cher in attendance. What was it like stepping into disco history? And also tell us about the fit you wore.
Yes. Disco history. Oh my God. I was so excited to find out that I got on the list for the party, because I grew up like hearing about Studio 54, being a New Yorker. My dad used to go there back in the day. I watched all the documentaries, studied it, because I mean, I love disco and dance music. So, to go into the actual venue where it was and spend a night at Studio 54 was sick. It was so cool. The only thing, I mean, it was definitely not like the actual thing whatsoever because I mean, you can never replicate the actual Studio 54 if you tried. Cher was probably the biggest highlight there. I was surprised there weren't more cultural icons from that time there. Like the people that were actually at Studio 54 back in the day, or have a performer like that. There was no real like live performer. There was DJs, Honey Dijon and the Dare, but like I would love to have like a original Studio 54 DJ, or have Bianca Jagger on the white horse, or it just felt, not the real deal. There's a lot of influencers there. I'm like, what? This is not giving it. But yeah, no, I mean it still was great. And my outfit, I put together myself. I have a whole closet here of my glittery outfits. Let me show you. So this is what I wore to the Studio 54. I got this in Ibiza this past summer. It's
Wow.
this little poncho, and I also have it in gold. I got the gold a couple years ago, and
At
then
vintage shop or what store?
yeah, it was like this clothing store just with really cool
Oh,
pieces. And it's my first time. I saw the colorful one and I'm like, oh, this is the occasion to pull it out. And then I
literally.
wore like a black glittery catsuit under it. And I put my hair up in a bang moment where everyone thought I got bangs, like actually cut my hair. And I really loved the bang look, so I might do it, but I think it's just easier to clip it in so you can decide if you want it or not.
Yeah.
But
So, what fashion shows did you catch this season, and which one totally hypnotized you?
well, Guvanch's show was incredible. There was not one outfit on that runway that the girls wore that I would not put on my body. Like I could see myself in every single look. I loved it. Um, what other shows? I'm going to a fashion show today. Um, my friend Ella Collier, she's an artist. Her brother is a fashion designer, and he's putting on a show, and she's performing, so I'm gonna go there. I honestly didn't go to that many like show walks. I just went mainly to events. So hopefully next year I'll go to more shows.
Outfits are the battlefield at Fashion Week. What was one look you saw, not yours, that made you think, damn, I wish I wore that?
Oh, there was so many. Um, so many. I saw Aquaria. She's a really fierce drag queen. Her party at her outfit at the Paper Magazine event was incredible. She was wearing this like corset with beads all over. It was gold. It was beautiful. Um, so many. Studio 54. There was this girl that had this big leopard coat with like nipple covers on. That was pretty cool. Um, no, there was a lot of great outfits.
Love.